This is a public service announcement brought to you in part by Slim Shady. The views and events expressed here are totally fucked and are not necessarily the views of anyone. However, the events and suggestions that appear on this album are not to be taken lightly. Children should not partake in the listening in this album with laces in their shoes. Slim Shady is not responsible for your actions upon purchasing this album. You have agreed not to try this at home. Anything else? The President and the Press address before the American Newspaper Publishers of their Association, in April 27, 1961. President John F. Kennedy, Waldorf Astoria Hotel, New York City, April 27, 1961. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate very much your generous invitation to be here tonight. You bear heavy responsibilities these days, and an article one reads some time ago reminded me of how particularly heavily the burdens of present-day events bear upon your profession. You may remember that in 1851 the New York Herald Tribune, under the sponsorship and publishing of Horace Greeley, employed as its London correspondent an obscure journalist by the name of Karl Marx. We are told that foreign correspondent Marx, stone-broken with a family ill and undernourished, constantly appealed to Greeley and managing editor for an increase in his munificent salary of $5 per installment, a salary which he and Engels ungratefully labeled as the lousiest petty bourgeois cheating. But when all his financial appeals were refused, Marx looked around for other means of livelihood and fame, eventually terminating his relationship with the Tribune and devoting his talents full-time to the cause that would bequeath the world the seeds of Leninism, Stalinism, revolution, and the Cold War. If only this capitalistic New York newspaper had treated him more kindly, if only Marx had remained a foreign correspondent, history might have been different, and I hope all publishers will bear this lesson in mind the next time they receive a poverty-stricken appeal for a small increase in the expense account from an obscure newspaper man. I have selected as the title of my remarks tonight, The President and the Press. Some may suggest that this would be more naturally worded, The President versus the Press, but those are not my sentiments tonight. It is true, however, that when a well-known diplomat from another country demanded recently that our State Department repudiate certain newspaper attacks on his colleague, it was unnecessary for us to reply that this administration was not responsible for the press, for the press had already made it clear that it was not responsible for this administration. They used to tell me I was crazy, now they listen to me like, maybe, man, it's been a dream, it's been a while since I've been without the passion it's been for so long now, and like I said, it's way more than just something I want to be. This ain't about me just wanting to be famous. To me it's not about wanting to make money, it's like a part of my life now. You know, I never wanted the lifestyle, I just pray to God that my son will be alright now. I said ain't no love for the other side or anyone who ever wanted this, no joke. When I die I'm going out as the underdog who never lost hope. Let's go back, cause I've been there and I know how it feels to lose your way and lose the real you. Once knew that you existed, and I know how it feels to go astray and feel the pain you feel like something's missing. I've been there. I always wanted to have that dream, so I started writing songs, I started writing stories. It was just something about it, it just always seemed this was for me. Only the ones I really love will ever really know me. Once I was 20 years old and my story got told before the morning sun. When life was lonely I only see my goals. I don't believe in failure cause I know the smallest voices, they can make it major. All I know is you came to me when I was at my lowest, you picked me up, breathed new life in me. I owe my life to you, for the life of me. I don't see why you don't see like I do, but it just dawned on me, you lost a son, demons fighting you, it's dark, let me turn on the lights and brighten me and enlighten you. I don't think you realize what you mean to me, not the slightest clue, cause me and you were like a crew. I was like your sidekick. You're going to either want to fight me when I get off this fucking mic, or you're going to hug me. I'm out of options, there's nothing else I can do. I told the world one day I would pay it back, say it on tape and lay it, record it so that one day I could play it back, but I don't even know if I believe it when I'm saying that. Doubt's starting to creep in. Every day it's just so gray and black. Hope I just need a ray of that. No one sees my vision when I play it for 'em. They just say it's whack, but they don't know what dope is, and I don't know if I was awake or asleep when I wrote this. I was just so afraid to make a single sound, afraid I would never find a way out, afraid I'd never be found. I don't want to go another round. An angry man's power will shut you up. You run out of excuses for everyone, so here I am and I will not run. Guts over fear, the time is near. Guts over fear, I shed a tear for all the times I let you push me around and let you keep me down. Now I got guts over fear, feels like it's close, it's coming, so what the fuck am I gonna do? It's too late to start over. This is the only thing I know, and I know what it's like. I was there once. I don't want to quit, but shit, I feel like this is it for me to have this much appeal. Like this is sick, this is not a game, this fame, in real life this is sick publicity stunt. My ass conceal my fucking shit, fuck the guns, I'm done. I'll never look at gats. If I scrap, I'll scrap like I ain't never whipped some ass. I love my fans, but no one ever puts a grasp on the fact I've sacrificed everything I have. I never dreamt I'd get to the level that I'm at. This is whack, this is more than I ever could have asked. Everywhere I go, a hat, a sweater, hood or mask. What about math? How come I wasn't ever good at that? It's like the boy in the bubble, who never could adapt. I'm trapped. If I could go back, I never would have rapped. I sold my soul to the devil, I'll never get it back. I just want to leave this game with the same level head intact. Imagine going from being a no one to seeing everything blow up, and all you did was just grow up. MCing, it's fucking crazy. All I wanted was for you to live this life I never had, but instead I forced myself to live this way. But what you don't know is you got to live it to feel it. If you didn't, you wouldn't get it or see what the big deal is, why it was and it still is to be walking this borderline of darkness. In the city limits it's different, and it's a certain significance, a certificate of authenticity you'd never even see, but it's everything to me. It's my credibility. You'd never seen, heard, or met a real MC who's incredible or on the same pedestal as me, but yet still unsigned, having a rough time, sit on the porch with all my friends and kick dumb rhymes, go to work and serve MCs in the lunch line. When it comes crunch time, where did my punchlines go? Who must I show to bust my flow? Where must I go? Who must I know? Or am I just another crab in the bucket cause I ain't having no luck with this little rabbit's foot? Fuck it, maybe I need need a new outlet. I'm starting to doubt shit. I'm feeling a little skeptical who I hang out with. I live like a bum. Yo, my clothes ain't about shit. At the Salvation Army trying to salvage an outfit and it's cold trying to travel this road. Plus I feel like I'm always stuck in this battling mode. My defenses are so up. The one thing I don't want is pity from no one. This city is no fun. There is no sun and it's so dark. Sometimes I just feel like I'm being pulled apart from each one of my limbs by each one of my friends. It's enough to just make me want to jump out of my skin. Sometimes I feel like a robot. Sometimes I just know not what I'm doing. I just flow right off the top of the dome. My head is a stovetop. I just explode. The kettle gets so hot. Sometimes my mouth just talks about shit that I don't get, but I've learned it's time for me to U-turn. Yo, it only takes me one time for me to get burned. I ain't failing next time. I can gain from what all I have learned. I can no longer play stupid or be immature. I got every ingredient. All I need is the courage. Like I already got the beat. All I need now are the words. I got the urge. Suddenly it's a surge. Suddenly a new burst of energy has occurred. Time to show these free world leaders the 3 1/3. I am no longer scared now. I'm free as a bird. Then I turn and cross over the median curb, hit the burbs, and all you see is a blur from the other side of this. Sometimes I just feel like quitting. I still might. Why do I put up this fight? Why do I still write? Sometimes it's hard enough just dealing with real life. Sometimes I want to jump on stage and just kill mics and show these people what my level of skills like, but I'm still white. Sometimes I just hate life. Something ain't right. Hit the brake lights. Case of the stage fright. Drawing a blank. Like some days I just want to up and call it quits. I feel like my life's like this one great big ball of shit. Man, if I could just put it into all I spit, instead of always trying to follow it, instead of always staring at this wall and shit, I can't call it shit. All I know is I'm about to hit the wall if I have to see another one of mom's alcoholic fits. That's all. That's it. I ain't dealing with another fucking politic. Motherfucking punk, put me on your fucking cover just to sell your little sellout mag. I ain't mad. I feel bad. Here's an ad. Here's a poster of Ray Ray and his dad. You wanna talk about some shit that you don't know about? Yeah, let's talk about how you're putting your own son out there to try to eat off him cause you missed your boat. You're never gonna flow. Bitch, you're just too slow. No wonder you're sore now. Lordy, you're bored now. I'm pushing 30. You're kicking 40's door down. Bitch, this is war now, and you'll never beat me. All you do is cheat me out of quotables, but you know that you'll always see me on your TV. All right, come on, let's cut the bullshit. I've heard enough. Let's get it started. Let's start addressing this issue and open it up. Let's take this shit back to the basement and we can discuss statements that's made on this tape and its whole origin of the music that we all know and love. The music we all enjoy. The music you accuse me of trying to destroy. Let's rewind it to when I was a boy on the east side of Detroit crossing into war territory. I'd like to share a story. This is my story and can't nobody tell it for me. You have well informed me. I am well aware that I don't belong here. You've made that perfectly clear. I get my ass kicked damn near everywhere. Remembering back when I was looking out my bedroom window late one night to look up and see this shooting star, so I made this wish and said a prayer before going to sleep. So this is it. This is what I wished for, just isn't how I envisioned it. Fame to the point of improvement. I just thought that it would be different, but something changed the minute that I got a letter from a fan that said he's been praying for me every day, and for some reason it's been weighing on my mind heavy because I don't read every letter I get, but something told me to go ahead and open it. But why would someone pray for you when they don't know you? You didn't pray for me when I was local, and as I lay these vocals I think of all the shit I had to go through just to get to where I'm at. I've already told you at least 8,000 times in these rhymes I appreciate the prayer, but I've already got God on my side and it's been one hell of a ride, hasn't it? Just watching it from an opposite standpoint, man, boys got to look nuts, and that's the only word I can think of right now on how to describe it. This is like a vibe you get cause God only puts us through as much as we can handle. So the ones that struggle the most have been chosen by God to be the strongest. Believe you are never alone. God is always with you. I ain't never giving up. Oh, now look at me losing control. I just don't know where to go. I'm getting lost in the moment, so just don't look at me when it's time for me to escape. It's time you relate, so follow me as I put this pen to this page and I just run away. But where are we running to? This lane we've been running through starting to get harder and it's starting to bother you. Some of us get depressed, some of us go to music, some of us get stressed, others just push through it. So I'm going to push through this now and get lost in this. You're like the 16th president cause I'm innocent as an intricate knife getting inside literally anyone. Getting away with living a lie, I'll hit them within a minute. Fitting to be witnessing a menu's in disguise. Sicker than anyone giving a lyric and sick in the mind. I'm the literal definition of unmimicable. Kid is the divine. Witness it within my eyes. They see me getting rid of any competition of mine. They know I'm making a fool out of them. Kicking a rhyme. You are different than I. Every day my brain is working to create a state of purpose. Change the way you may observe it today. My place of worship is the place I lay my verse, and hate became my rage. It made me flourish. Now I put the rage in courage till it ain't occurring. This page I drain the pain I've gained through anger's burdens. When the flames is burning, I break my chains and slay restraints this game has made, cause there ain't no way they'll stay and take my brain. This game obtains the frame of a deranged yet famous circus clown running around for an entertainment purpose, but the leader just trying to make you purchase. This industry is raising little pets, rather give you drinks and cigarettes than brain and intellect. Got me hating my generation like Kardashians photoshopped ass that breaks the internet. You can save that shit. I've got a brain now. When it's real rap, it's a holiday. Ain't where I should be, but I'm on my way making noise from the side like pocket change. Your best rapper alive list. You're full of shit. I'm the bullet in your bulletin. They don't want a youngin' to be good with this, but I think outside of the box that they put me in. I'm working at my leisure. When I'm turning on a speaker, I'll be lurking as a creature. When I burn them like a heater, and I murder like the reaper as I'm murking every feature. I'll be learning from a teacher, but I'm serving like a leader. I'm urging and I'm eager to be heard of as a speaker of the words and the demeanor of a worker with no breather. Cause a verse without my ether is a church without a preacher, and I'm earning but my service for the person in the bleachers. So I give a damn salute to each friend that's new to this plan. Understand you handed me this, and man, I can't refuse you. And until I'm banned from YouTube, the raps that I record will snap your spine cord and literally have your ass handed to to you rise against me. I would like to just see you try to get on my level whenever you're rhyming. Simply everybody be talking that shit when I get gritty, but I'm better than anyone rapping who tried to diss me. I define the grisly grind of 50 when he was trying to shine or die trying. This is why I write this quickly. Motivation is what I'm kind of sending. You're condescending when I write these writings. I combine Einstein's mind with science fiction, mix the liberal mind of Brian Griffin with violent thinking like pirate ships, with living by a rhyme religion with giant visions, virus sickness, psychic thinking lines so vivid men and women picture my words like hieroglyphics. I'm the shit. I may raise some brows if I press the issue just to get the anger out. Fuck your magazine. I could take the staples out of Savage, but ain't thinking about no bank account. Bitch, I'm off the chain like you don't want to come fuck with me. Shut the fuck up when I'm talking. Lil, bitch, I'm sorry. Wait, what's your talent? Oh, criticizing my talent. Oh, bitch, I don't know who the fuck you all are to give a subpar bar, to even have an opinion of me. If you mention me, millions of views, attention in news. I mention you, lose for me, win for you, billions of views. Your 10 cents are too skim through the music to give a two shits about your reviews to get clicks. But bitch, you just lit the fuse. Don't get misconstrued. Business is used, shit list renewed. So get shit to do or get dissed, cause I just don't get what the fuck half the shit is that you're listening to. Do you have any idea how much I hate this choppy flow everyone copies though? Probably no. Get this fucking audio out my audio. Audios, I can see why people like it. It's a little catchy, but it's just not me though. I'm not even dissing it. It's just ain't for me. All I am simply is just an MC. There used to be a time when you could just say a rhyme and wouldn't have to worry about one of your people dying, but now it's elevated cause once you put someone's kids in it, the shit gets escalated. It ain't just words no more, is it? It's a different ballgame. Calling names, and you ain't just rapping. We actually tried to stop the beef from happening. Me and Dre had sat with him, kicked it, and had a chat with him and asked him not to start it. He wasn't going to go after him until he started yapping in magazines how we got him. Fuck it, 50 smash him, mash him, and let him have it. Meanwhile, my attention is pulling in other directions. Some receptionist at the source who answers phones at his desk has an erection for me and thinks that I'll be his resurrection. Tries to blow the dust off his mic and make a new record, but now he's fucked the game up cause one of the ways I came up was through that publication, the same one that made me famous. Now the owner of it has got a grudge against me for nothing. Well, fuck it, that motherfucker can get it too. Fuck him then. But I'm so busy being pissed off I don't stop to think that we just inherited 50's beef with Murder Inc. and he's inherited mine, which is fine. Ain't like either of us mind. We still have soldiers that's on the front line that's willing to die for us as soon as we give the orders, never to extort us, strictly to show they support us. We'll maybe shout 'em out in a rap or up in a chorus to show them we love 'em back and let 'em know how important it is to have Runyon Avenue soldiers up in our corners. Their loyalty to us is worth more than any award is, but I ain't trying to have none of my people hurt and murdered. It ain't worth it. I can't think of a perfecter way to word it than to just say that I love you all too much to see the verdict. I'll walk away from it all before I let it go any further, but don't get it twisted. It's not a plea that I'm copping. I'm just willing to be the bigger man. If you all can quit popping off at the jaws, well then I can, cause frankly I'm sick of talking. I'm not going to let someone else's coffin rest on my conscience cause I'm lost. I fell out of the loop. I feel like everybody's swimming in the fountain of youth while I'm in my house in the booth. My mind's crowded with views from the past. I represent everything you take for granted. Marshall the rapper's person is half a facade, and Matthew and Stan just symbolic of you not knowing what you had till it's gone. After all the glitz and the glam, no more fans that are calling your name. Cameras are off. Sad, but it happens to all of them. I'm the hindsight to say, I told you so. Foreshadows of all the things that are to follow. I'm the future that's here to show you what happens tomorrow if you don't stop after they call you. Biggest laughing stock of rap who can't call it quits when it's time to walk away. I'm every guilt trip, the baggage you have, but as you gather up all your possessions, if there's anything you have left to say unless it makes an impact, then don't bother. So before you rest your case, better make sure you're packing a wallop. So one last time, I'm back before it fades into black and it's all over. Behold the final chapter in the saga, trying to recapture that lightning trapped in a bottle twice, the magic that started it all. Tragic portrait of an artist tortured, trapped in his own drawings. Tap into thoughts blacker and darker than anything imaginable. Here goes a wild stab in the dark as we pick up where the last one of you left off. But never forget that I'm the one you thought wouldn't make it. You can't take it. Got a whole generation of rappers coming up that are killing the beat with the flow, but convince me you've heard an MC since me who's this good with the fucking words without my words. That'll make you feel like I'm pinching a nerve. Who's mentally disturbed? You might have a chance, ha, bitch, there isn't one. When will you learn? Never been served. If memory serves, I'd battle that till my own recollection remembers these words, cause I'm hyper or something. Needing someone or something is lighting this fire under me. It's breathing new life. It's like I already died once. I guess some people only live twice. And it's funny, my days of being broke was so long ago. I lost my concept of money, but you know I made more money than most could ever have dreamed to have. I bet while I was away, you know, probably some of you got to thinking your top 10 ain't you. Stop, cause you fuckers are talking crazy, and stop interrupting. You're not even up in the conversation. Whether you're Tupac, Scott, or famous underground, Scott, or nameless, whatever your job is, you came to fuck with your occupation. You're thinking just cause you came in with scrubs and you brought the scalpel and sponged the oxygen tank and the suction and shot the brain surgeon stuck in the operating room. Once you done, swapped your name with him, smuggled in Ronald Reagan. If you fuck him up, Donald Hagen, while juggling waffles, baking fucking McDonald's egg and cheese sausage bagel finagle. They flung it across the table, then bump it and knock it, shake it, jumped and got in the way, then disrupted my concentration. You said fuck it and lost my patience since they all woke up from sedation. Ain't none of you Scott Mason. You've been patiently waiting to make it through all the hate, debating whether or not you can even weather the storm. As you lay on the table, they operating to save you. It's like an angel came to you, sent from the heavens above. They think they're crazy, but they're not crazy. Let's face it, shit, basically they're just playing sick. They ain't shit, they're not saying shit. Spray them 50, A to the K. If you get in the way, I'll bring Dre and them with me and turn this day into fucking mayhem. You staying with me, don't let me lose you. I'm not trying to confuse you. When I let loose with this Uzi and just shoot through your Azuzu, you get the message. Am I getting through to you? You know what's coming. You motherfuckers don't even know, do you? Take some big and some Pac and you mix them up in a pot. Sprinkle a little Big L on top. What the fuck do you got? You got the realest and illest killers tied up in a knot. The juggernauts of this rap shit, like it or not, it's like a fight to the top just to see who die for the spot. You put your life in this, nothing like surviving a shot. Y'all know what time it is soon as he signs on this dot. Shit, what you know about death threats, cause I get a lot. Shady Records was 80 seconds away from the towers. Some cowards fucked with the wrong building. They meant to hit ours. Better evacuate all children. Nuclear showers. There's nothing spookier. You're now about to witness the power. I was trying to just get the two sides of the story, as Tupac is on one side and Biggie is on the other. I tell them I don't speak. I float in the air wrapped in a sheet. I'm not a real person. I'm a ghost trapped in my room. Yo, then they asked me if I wanted to go with them. I said no, I got to go to school, and he said that ain't no problem. My homie, come on. I said no, I don't really want to go, and you can tell, but he said that he was going to take me anyways, then grabbed me and pulled me into his ride as I yelled, what the hell? He said, come on, get on in the ride and let me take you to the other side. I said, inhale, exhale. I heard that your clientele is doing real well. My homie, you know you need to calm down before county run up in your house, but you don't want to hear that though. Your good days have come and gone. I tried to tell you. Now what's your name and tell me what's your claim to fame? You really trying to be living large like your last name was Kennedy? I tried to tell you, little man. Now how old are you and what you doing skipping school? I see you running with your lil crew out here fighting over red and blue. Now you want to claim gangs. Even heard that you bought a 9 milli man, and that ain't it. You started out with chronic on the brain. Now you're smoking amphetamines. I ain't trying to sell your dreams. I'm just trying to show you that there is other ways to getting creamed. Take it from me. Just go to school, make something of your young life and watch it blow up. You ain't gotta stop being cool. You ain't even got to stop flossing fancy jewels and fast cars. Just keep it real with your game, son. Don't forget where you came from. Okay, so tonight we're going to pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars. I could really use a wish right now. I will keep you safe, man. Let me go with you. What you crying about? Just know when I'm gone, I can see you're sad. Even when you smile, even when you laugh, I can see it in your eyes. Deep inside, you want to cry cause you're scared. I ain't there. I'm with you in your prayers. No more crying. Wipe them tears. I'm here. No more nightmares. We going to pull together through it. No more pain. The stewardess said to fasten my seatbelt. I guess we're crashing, so if I'm not dreaming, I turn around, scream, die shady, and this hurts, but I never show. This pain you'll never know. If only you could see when push comes to shove. You got me, so when I'm gone, just carry on. Don't mourn, rejoice. Every time you hear the sound of my voice, just know that I'm looking down on you, smiling, and I didn't feel a thing, so don't feel no pain. Just smile back. The sky darkens, my life flashes, the plane that I was supposed to be on crashes and burns to ashes. That's when I wake up. Alarm clocks ringing, there's birds singing, it's spring, and I hope you get this message. We family and ain't a damn thing changed, unless it's you, cause I need to be the leader. My crew looks for me to guide them, but this ain't what I'm in hip hop for. It's not why I got in it. That was never my object, for someone to get killed. Why would I want to destroy something I helped build? It wasn't my intentions. My intentions were good, so wait to start the morning process rebuilding, and you're still a work in progress. Tell them I respect you, demand it, take control of this, command it, and be the boss. What I mean is you tell them they better hear you out. This much they owe me, gave up my life for, I'm totally devoted, and this is how I get repaid. I've done my best to them, nothing less than perfectness. I know that if I end this I'll no longer have nothing left. I backtrack and follow your tracks, and they keep treating you like this, they won't be coming back. Tell them they know what they have done. There's no need to go in depth. I told them they would be sorry if I left. Now they can sound the alarm. They can call out the guards. They can fence in your yard cause they know I can pull all the cards. If they won't back down, then stupid they will feel. I went away to open up some lanes, but there was no one who even knew what I was going through, on the verge of going insane. It shouldn't be this difficult to explain. This is why you came back again. They know you hate the fame but love the game, and they can be as cold as ice. This is why I remain. I guess here we go again. From now on I'm refusing to ever give in to that feeling like the only thing keeping you from leaping off this building. I can be a prick if you tempt me. My tank is on empty. No patience is in me, and if you offend me I'm lifting you 10 feet in the air. I don't care who was there and who saw me, and I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? In the papers, the news, every day I am. Radio won't even play my jam cause I am whatever you say I am. You can hear him saying this roof is caving in. I reply, this is not the end, and I'm pulling for you to push through this feeling, and with a little time that should do the healing, and by tomorrow you may even feel so good that you're willing to forgive them even after all that you've been put through. This feeling of resilience is building, and the flames are burning quick as firewood through this building. You're sealed in, but you're fireproof, flame retardant. You withstood it, and as you climb up to the roof you're just chilling. You look down cause you're so over them you could put the heel of your foot through the ceiling the further you put it behind you. Right now I'm on the inside looking out. I can feel the heat rising. Everything is on fire. Today is a painful reminder of why we can only get brighter, standing in the flames. It's a beautiful kind of pain, setting fire to yesterday, finding the light. Yesterday was the tornado warning. Today is like the morning after. Your world is torn in half. You wake and let's wait to start the morning process rebuilding. You're still a work in progress. Today is a whole new chapter. It's like the thunderstorm has passed you. They hurt you so bad. It's like they murdered your ass, threw dirt on your casket, but you returned from the ashes. That hurt, that you have. You just converted to gasoline, and while you're burning the past, standing at Inferno and chant as time passes. Things change every day, but wounds heal, but scars still remaining the same. But tomorrow that day has gone down in flames. Feel the burn. Watch the smoke as I returned rising from the flames. We're going to save this world together. Now with your wings fly away and give everyone this message. Tell them I give sight to the blind, my insight through the mind. I exercise my right to express when I feel it's time. It's just all in your mind. What you interpret it as I say to fight. You take it as I'm going to whip someone's ass. If you don't understand, don't even bother to ask. Someone's trying to tell us something. Maybe this is God just saying we are responsible for this monster, this beast that we have empowered. A father who has grown up with a fatherless past, who has blown up now to rap phenomenon that has, or at least shows no difficulty multitask and in juggling both, perhaps mastered his craft / entrepreneur who has helped launch a few more rap acts, who's had a few obstacles thrown his way through the last half of his career. Typical manure moving past that rubber band man. Like I just snap back. How could we allow something like this without pumping our fists? Now this is our final hour. Let me be the voice in your strength and your choice. Let me simplify the rhyme just to amplify the noise. noise, try to amplify the times it, multiply by 16 million people, are equal at this high pitch. Maybe we can reach Al Qaeda through my speech. Let the president answer a higher anarchy. No more blood for oil. We got our own battles to fight on our own soil. No more psychological warfare to trick us to thinking that we ain't loyal if we don't serve our own country. We're patronizing a hero. Look in his eyes, it's all lies. The stars and stripes, they've been swiped, washed out and wiped and replaced with his own face. Mosh now or die. If I get sniped tonight, you know why. I told you to fight, to say what you want to say. These ideas are nightmares to so many parents, whose worst fear is their child. It's to see him walking around with his headphones blaring, alone in his own zone, cold, and he don't care. He's a problem child. What bothers him all comes out when he talks about his dad walking out. He just needs to know instead of figuring it out on his own. So you see, this is more than a dream. This is more than a passion. Don't ignore what you see. This is more than just rapping. Here's a picture of me. Take a minute. Now let's go backwards to a time and a place when people thought that this would never happen. Sitting in the back of the bus rapping. My emotion ain't nobody really got a clue what I want to do, and I'm like, my devotion don't go nowhere unless I got my CD player with me. Everybody looking at me like I'm nuts. He ain't serious, is he? Became a pain relief. Called it my intervention. Little way to release my tension. And did I mention to all them kids that told me, dog, you just so overrated? I took them haters and made them into my motivation. I got lost in the movement. I got lost in the beats. Don't just talk to the music. Music's talking to me. Don't make it hard. See, it really ain't that complicated, but people complicate it. Let me clear the complication. Some said the music's fly. Some told me I was basic. Some say shoot for the sky. Some said you will never make it. Don't know what's in this mind. Don't know my situation. Put my life in these lines. Put my pain in these pages. Age 12, walking around with a dream that no one knows. Ain't nobody else in my zone. Just me and these headphones. Some people cracked their jokes, some people laughed at me, but in the end, he turned them dreams into reality. It's obvious that they don't understand me. It's obvious that they don't see what I see. When I've been working in my bedroom for a decade, that ain't going to change. I don't need this. I'll be damned if I was 17, battling for my ideas when they told me they had better ideas than me. I don't see them. You said you're a fan now. Well, it's time you meet me. I've been learning that what's running my generation is fear. I've been learning that you cannot teach dedication to peers. I've been learning by myself. You've been very patient. I'm here. Finally, I've been invincible ever since I was told that being different is a gift I hold. I've been driven ever since my initial video trying to get into shows on my tippy toes. I define persistence. How many people are proud to be citizens of this beautiful country of ours? The stripes and the stars for the rights that men have died for, to protect the women and men who have broke their necks for the freedom of speech the United States government has sworn to uphold. Now I want everybody to listen to the words, and before I start, I just want to thank everybody for being so patient and bearing with me over these last couple of years while I figure this out.